challenge today, and I'm going to be doing a mental status exam on you and just asking a few questions. Are you feeling okay today?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, well, there's a lot of questions, so just bear with me and just answer however you're feeling, and we'll go ahead and get started if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your name?
Chelsea.
And how old are you, Chelsea?
I'm 40.
You're 40?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and when were you born?
I don't really remember a lot of times. I'm old. I'm used to it.
Oh, it's okay. And do you know what country your ancestors come from?
Yeah, we're from here in America.
Oh, okay. How do you make your living? Do you work or?
Yeah, I work. Work isn't fun at all, but guess I have to do it, but I really don't want to.
What do you do? What's your occupation?
I'm a server.
Okay.
Yeah, I hate dealing with people every day. They're very rude, and I don't like them a lot of times. They're mean to me.
Okay. What was your highest grade level you completed in school?
I dropped out when I was 17.
Okay. So you didn't complete high school?
No.
Okay. Are you married or are you single?
No, I'm not married. I'm single.
Okay, so do you have a significant relationship with another person?
No, not many people can put up with me.
Okay. Do you live alone?
Mm-hmm. Me and a cat.
And a cat?
Mm-hmm.
Are you allergic to anything? Any
No.
food or medication?
No, not that I know of.
Okay. Do you have a religious preference?
Yeah, I'm Christian.
Okay. Do you have any special diet requirements? Like, are you diabetic, or do you have a low sodium diet you have to follow?
No, I usually just eat like TV dinners on
Okay.
the couch. That's
Okay.
it.
Is that what you usually eat most nights for dinner?
Mhm. Yeah. I just like watch TV and just like eat and then sleep.
Okay.
Mm.
Do you have any other medical diagnoses? Like, do you have any heart problems or anything like that that we should know about?
No, nobody's ever told me, but I wouldn't be surprised if I did. And it seems like everything's just kind of wrong.
Okay. And for what reason did you come in for help today?
I'm just very down a lot of the time,
Mhm.
I think. I feel like nothing ever really goes my way, and I just feel lonely a lot of times. And like I told you, I'm a server, and I just feel like I'm never going to get out of the spot that I'm in. And, a lot of times I just go to sleep because I don't want to think about it. Like, I just don't want to deal with it, so I just sleep like a lot of the time.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll keep talking about that, and I'm just going to ask you a few more questions, and we'll go back to that, and I'm going to ask you some more questions about that. But
Okay.
so they took your height and weight before you came into the room, so
Mhm.
we've got that taken care of. So as far as grooming and dressing, do you dress the same every day, or do you have the same pattern that you?
Well, for work, when I go in there, I have to wear like a certain thing. It's usually all black for work, but most of my other clothes are kind of black too. I don't know, I like black, but I just kind of wake up and get ready. I do the same thing kind of every morning. I may brush my hair or something, but that's about it.
Okay, so you kind of have a routine that you do every morning.
Nothing big. I'm not like all those like fancy girls that put on makeup every morning and stuff. I just kind of brush my hair.
Okay. Do you have any tattoos or scars or any other distinguishing skin marks?
I have like a really ugly scar on my arm, but I don't really like to talk about it. But it's kind of ugly, but I have one on my arm.
Okay. And do you have any birthmarks or rashes or anything like that?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Do you ever have any tremors, like in your hands or legs? Or any like jerking or anything? Okay. Do you ever feel like you're pacing a lot and you can't just sit still?
No, I normally sit still like a lot of the time.
Okay.
I'm either, you know, at work I feel like I kind of go slow a lot, and then when I'm at home I just either like sit or sleep. So I'm not really up very much and moving.
Okay, so you feel more sluggish.
More
and
sluggish.
Okay. Do you feel like you're aggressive sometimes? Like maybe like do you use sarcasm or things like that? Do you use that in your everyday language?
Not really. No, I'm not really the jokester type.
Okay. Do you have problems with walking, such as like a limp or anything like that?
Mm-mm.
Okay. And do you have any problems with like your range of motion? Like, do you feel like it's limited? Like you can't do some things that you're...
I just feel like it's really hard to get up and down a lot of times. I don't know if it's limited. I just feel like it's hard to kind of do stuff on a daily basis.
Does it feel like you have to use a lot of energy to do smaller things?
Exactly. Like it takes a lot out of me to kind of get up.
Okay. So you just feel like you're kind of moving slower compared to what you have been feeling before. Okay. So you said you often feel depressed. Like how often do you feel depressed? Is it an everyday thing or?
Yeah, I'd say just about every day. It started off kind of slow, but it's kind of gotten into kind of same pattern almost every day. Like I sleep a lot of the time. Like when I'm not at work, I'm in bed asleep or on the couch asleep, just like very down.
Okay.
Very down.
So you would say it's an ongoing, continuous thing. You never feel like you're not depressed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know if there's anything to do about it. I feel like I'm stuck this way. Like I feel like I used to be happy, and that's just not happening anymore.
Do you feel like there's a certain thing that triggered you to become depressed, like maybe a specific event or maybe a specific person or something like that?
I feel like it's just like life. Like I feel like nothing's going my way, and I can't get up from it all. Like I'm just kind of kicked down, and I can't bounce back from it.
Okay. So, do you often feel like maybe you have a lot of sadness, like an overwhelming amount that you just can't get rid of?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you still participate in your regular activities that you used to participate, or do you feel like you've lost some of that interest?
I usually just go to work.
Just go to work
And come home.
and then come home and eat and sleep. Okay. So, do you feel like you're more irritable now? Do you feel like maybe you're easily annoyed or provoked to anger compared to what you used to, or?
No, I don't really care that much. Like, not many things make me mad, but definitely not many things make me happy.
Okay. Do you ever feel anxious about anything?
Yeah, I want to get out of this job, and I want things to get better, but I don't think they will. They never do.
Okay. So, do you ever experience guilt or feel guilty about anything in your life? No? Okay. And do you ever feel like you experience mood swings, or do you feel like you're depressed and then you get happy, or do you just feel like it's a continuous emotion that you experience?
Continue.
Okay. Have you ever felt or experienced delusions before, like things that maybe someone's telling you that, maybe a belief that someone is telling you to do something they're not real or something like that? Have you ever had thoughts like that, or do you feel like you're all powerful or of great importance?
I feel like I'm very little importance.
Okay. Do you feel like your behaviors or thoughts are controlled by external forces, like anybody controlling your behavior or anything like that?
No, not really.
Okay. Do you believe that you have a dysfunctional body part?
Not really. I feel like all of me is dysfunctional. I really wish that I could feel better a lot of days, but I just don't think it's going to happen for me.
Okay. do you believe that you are experiencing ideas of harming yourself or harming other people? Like, are you thinking like suicide or, you know?
Some days, yeah. I mean, it's just some days I feel like there's really no point in being here. Like, I didn't graduate high school. I didn't like have a job that I hate. Like, there's nobody there for me, and I just, I'm alone a lot of times. And yeah, sometimes that does cross my mind.
How often does it cross your mind? Is it an everyday thing, or maybe?
Not every day, just every now and then when things get really bad. Maybe like once every 2 weeks or like a little bit more than that, but I've definitely contemplated it.
Okay. So have you ever thought about harming others besides yourself, or just suicidal more?
Not really. I feel like kind of I'm the problem here, and me would fix it, not harming someone else.
Okay. Okay, well, have you ever had a background of like hallucinations before, or, seeing or smelling things, or hearing things that aren't necessarily there? Okay.
No.
Okay. And this is just kind of a series of questions. Have you ever had a history of a problem with like aggression? Have you ever been very aggressive?
No, I've never been the aggressive type.
Okay. Have you ever had a history of being hostile?
Mm-mm.
Do you have a history of maybe having a lot of fear?
Yeah, sometimes I just, maybe not like a lot of it, but just afraid of like what's gonna come, like what's gonna happen after all this, and it just worries me sometimes.
Okay. What about guilt? Have you ever had a history of guilt? I know you said earlier you don't have guilt as of now, but have you ever had a history of it?
Probably before, yeah, just thinking like maybe if I did things differently earlier on in life, like I wouldn't be in this situation now, but
Okay.
I kind of gotten past that a little bit, and I just can't change anything, so.
Okay. Have you ever had a history that you've had problems with affection towards other people?
Yeah, probably. It's really hard for me to get close to other people.
Okay.
So I'm sure that's another problem I have.
Do you have anybody that you're very close to? Do you have maybe like a parent or anybody in your family, or maybe a friend that you call? And
No, I just talk to my cat at home. I know that's weird, but I mean, I feel like it doesn't judge me, and I can just let it out on
Okay.
him.
Do you have anybody maybe at work that you sometimes talk to, or?
No, I feel like none of them really like me, and they all like have their social life they do, so they're not really interested.
Okay, so how often do you maybe have people from your family come visit, like maybe your parents or?
My mom will call like every now and then, but probably once a week.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay. And have you ever had a history of problems with sexual feelings before?
I'm not really interested in anything sexual. I haven't really been in a while. I used to be, but I haven't really been anytime recently.
Okay. So I'm gonna wrap up here with some final questions. Do you have plans for your future? Like, what are your plans if you do have plans for the future?
Right now, this is it. Just working and staying at home, and hopefully something will pick up. But I'm not really counting on it.
So maybe a job change in the future, or
Maybe.
something of that nature.
Maybe.
Okay. So do you have any plans of how you're going to reach your goal of maybe getting a new job? Like, do you, is that something you want to do soon, or?
I mean, I guess I would want to. I guess it might make things better, but things don't really work out for me like that. So I guess I'll see.
Okay. Um, so are you aware of maybe, maybe that you have a problem, or, that aware that something is going on?
Yeah, something, like I said, something's definitely wrong. I feel like I used to be such a happy person, and I just don't know what's going on. I know it's something, but I don't know what it is.
Okay, so you would say that you're aware of like your limitations, and you know that you're realistic about the problems you might be having in your life right now.
Mhm.
Okay, and so do you think that you need treatment, some sort of treatment to fix whatever is going on in your life?
I need something to help me.
Okay, well, do you think that um, as of now, do you have any coping strategies to maybe that make you feel better at all with your depression that you're experiencing?
I just kind of sleep.
Sleep, and then that makes you kind of...
It makes it go away a little bit.
So that's your main coping strategy right now. Would you be open to different coping strategies to maybe help decrease the depression you're feeling?
Yeah, I could try it. I'm not sure it would work. Not many things really happen for me, but I could try it, I guess, maybe.
Okay, well, that's something we'll definitely look into. Different kind of ways that maybe you can cope with your depression. Instead of just sleeping, maybe we could get some other things going for you. But as of now, it seems to me that you're experiencing a lot of depression in your life, and it seems like it's maybe like moderate depression. And so that's something that we could maybe get some coping strategies and things like that to help you maybe feel better, and not experience these suicidal thoughts and feelings of worthlessness and stuff like that. So, so we'll schedule another meeting for, and we'll develop some ideas here and coping mechanisms for you. But it was great to meet you.
Thank you. It was good to meet you.
And I hope you start feeling better.
Me too.
Bye.
Thank you.